Hi everybody. So as you know from my previous video, I got the second dose of the Pfizer COVID vaccination yesterday at about 3:45, 3:40, 3:35, something like that. And we're basically same time today as it was yesterday. So 24 hours later, I'm here to update you on how things have been going so far. And I want to be really clear about something. The last 24 hours for me have been absolutely miserable. I did not expect to have as many symptoms and as severe as they have been. Maybe not severe because it's not been like an emergency situation or anything, but it's been really bad for the last 24 hours. But the way my thought process works, being somebody who has a lot of anxiety, I figured the worst part would not be the thought process leading into getting the vaccination. I figured the worst part would be where I'm kind of prone to having like panic attacks over certain situations. I figured the worst part would be after I've already gotten the vaccine and it's in my arm. That is it. There's no turning back. I can't just turn around and be like, hey, will you take this back out of me? So in that moment, when you basically feel trapped, suffering with anxiety, that might be when things get really bad for you and you might blow out of proportion the symptoms that you're having. You might freak out. You might think that you're going to die. But I can assure you, more than likely you're not. As far as data shows, you're not. I just want you to be as prepared as possible for the side effects that you might have, so that way you expect them, and once you get your vaccine, if you start having them, you can relax and you can just go with it. So vaccine was administered, like I said, around 3:30 something yesterday, and probably around 8 o'clock that night is when my first symptoms really started showing. Now by this point I already had a little bit of the sore arm and that knot in the muscle feeling starting. That was nothing. I had that the first time, so that wasn't a big deal at that point. But something that kind of happened that I wasn't really expecting, and I think it happened during the development of a fever, is I started having hot flashes, but really weird hot flashes. Hot flashes in the sense that I was getting like a heart palpitation almost in my chest somewhere in this area, and it felt like just like a bubble. Just kind of like this, and as that was happening, it was sending this real warm feeling down both of my arms. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit. I wasn't expecting that. I could attribute that to anxiety. I'm not exactly sure, but that may be a symptom that you have. Honestly, I thought I had a blood clot in my heart or something like that, but that's just anxiety taking over. I'm fine, and I haven't had that symptom since. So the real problem started right around midnight when I decided to go to bed. When I went to bed at midnight, I was extremely exhausted. Extremely exhausted. Have you ever been so tired that you can't even sleep because I don't even know how to describe that feeling, but if you've had it before, you know what I'm talking about. But I was so exhausted that I had a problem trying to fall asleep. And after I fell asleep, I could not stay asleep. So this is where things got really inconvenient for the vaccine. Is during the night, I woke up 6, 7, 8 times, give or take. I'm not exactly sure how many times, but every time I woke up, I had a little bit of like body sweat going on, so I know I had a fever. I didn't quite feel right. I felt uncomfortable in my body. But the thing that really stuck out to me is my arm. My arm hurt so bad that it felt like I had taken a bullet in the arm, and the bullet was just sitting in there, in my muscle. And every time I moved, it felt like there was a bullet moving around. It was just, it was really, really painful. That could be the reason why I woke up. It could be because I was having a bad time sleeping because of a fever that I had. But the arm pain, aside from that, it ran all the way down my arm. Not the pain, but a numbness. My arm was really numb. I couldn't even clench my fist. This is probably about as far as I could get my fist. I couldn't even close my hand. So flash forward to when I wake up this morning. I didn't wake up until noon. I woke up at 9:30. I thought I was gonna get up for the day. I've been doing really good about waking up early. I could not even step out of the bed. I couldn't get up, I couldn't move. I was just so lethargic that I just laid there. I fell asleep again, and I slept till noon. And when I wake up at noon, my whole body is in discomfort. I can tell that I have a fever going on. I do measure my temperature after that point. But I get up, I'm kind of hunkered over and hunchbacked everywhere that I walk because my back hurts, upper and lower, my arm hurts. Everything was just kind of achy. I had the chills. Just overall, just extremely uncomfortable inside my skin today. So as of right now, like I said, it's basically the 24-hour mark. It's been 3 hours, 4 hours since I woke up, And I basically check my temperature every hour. And when I first woke up, my temperature was 99.6, which that's actually kind of significant because your body temperature actually lowers when you sleep. So not only was it not in the normal range, it was having a fever at that time. It tells you that, there's something wrong. And then I checked my temperature an hour later. My temperature was 100.9 degrees. And I checked it an hour later, actually about an hour ago, and it was 100.3. So I've had a fever since I woke up, probably all night long as I was sleeping. And basically today, just extremely uncomfortable. I'm still wearing the same clothes that I wore yesterday because, I don't want to get in a hot shower because of my fever. I need to take care of that and probably take some ibuprofen or something. But overall, the last 24 hours has been more than just an inconvenience. It's been, I don't know what word to use, sufferable. It sucked. But the entire time that this has been going on, I've been able to smile, crack jokes with my girlfriend, because I'm not scared of anything. I expected to have these symptoms. I knew that these symptoms could happen. And so with that, after the symptoms and the side effects really started setting in, I could process those feelings. I was okay with it. I didn't freak out. I didn't have a panic attack. So I think me telling you what to expect in this video is kind of important. Don't let it discourage you from getting the vaccine. Just use it to know, knowledge is power. If you know that you can expect these things and you know that you can feel really bad for maybe 24 hours or a couple days after you're getting your vaccine, you'll probably be able to deal with it a lot better. So that's my 24-hour update. My camera's about to die because the battery sucks at charging. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that it helps you deal with some of your thoughts, and anxieties. It's, guys, it's really not a big deal. I say it's been horrible and it has been, but I'm fine. I'm still here. So I'll see you in the next video, maybe tonight. Thanks.